Steez, what's up? Okay, we have some very exciting news. I know it's been a while since you've seen my face, but hey, we're getting back into it. So, I am very happy to announce that we are leaving for a weekend getaway. And I'm going to tell you where we're going. We're going on our first brand trip. We are going to the Enhanced Games. Guys, I'm ecstatic. I never would have thought I would be one of these people. Why? Because I don't consider myself an influencer. I actually don't like that title. And I always laugh when people are going on these like crazy over the top brand trips and whatnot. Because I'm always like, no, I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. Couldn't be me. But now it is me. I'm so happy that I've been invited by the Enhanced Games to come out for Memorial Day weekend. So we are going to pack. We're going to catch up. I owe you guys an explanation. My whole 1,776 people that follow me here on YouTube. But this is exciting. Why is it exciting, Lindsay? Oh, I'll tell you guys. So the Enhanced Games is the next generation of athleticism, okay? Say what you want, whatever your opinion is. I don't really care. I think it's cool. But we have tons of athletes competing for $250,000. I also have been in the bodybuilding industry since I'm 16, so there's no judgment on my end. But this is different. We're not looking at bodybuilders. We are looking at track athletes. We're looking at swimming athletes. And then we're looking at Olympic weightlifting. So out of my realm. I don't even know how I got here. Like, how did I get this invitation? I'm still asking myself. I'm like, pinch me. This is awesome. So yes, so the Enhanced Games is a grand prize of $250,000 per race. So, or per meet. So whoever is the winner, that's what they get. And there's tons of athletes competing. Some chose not to go on the S word, the sauce, and then some chose to go on the sauce, and then they've been shipped out overseas and they've been training under like supervision. And this is all 100% like producing superhumans. Now, let's be honest. The reason why I don't care, the people in the comment section are going crazy right now and like criticizing and saying how this is dumb. People out there injecting GPL-1s and peptides every other day just to become skinny like Khloe Kardashian. It's like everyone is in uproar. And it's so funny because it's always the same type of people that are always in uproar. And it's the same type of people that are fat and out of shape and could never even fathom about doing something like this. And it's like, who cares? It's been around for years. Let's not be judgmental. I think it's cool. I think that this is going to be such a great opportunity. So let's get ready to pack and let's do it. Let's get this catch-up session. Where have I been at? What have I been doing? Let's see. Life has been lifing. And I promised that I was going to be vulnerable about these things. And I didn't think that starting over was going to be this difficult. I thought it was going to kind of be like a walk in the park. I thought that I was going to be like all good. But the reality of the situation is I am not all good, chat. I am not. Okay. Rebuilding your whole entire life, starting a startup company, trying to save a failing business, and trying to save yourself for that matter. It's not easy. I've had to face parts of myself that I've been hiding in the closet for years. No point intended. This is not me coming out of the closet, but you catch my drift, right? I have been hiding the worst parts of myself for forever because they're just not parts I enjoy, or they're just not parts of me that I wanted to talk about. Why? Because I didn't think that being vulnerable was like a cool thing to do. Honestly, I thought it was stupid. And, you know, if I just pretended to be perfect all the time, that more people would like me because I am so used to being a people pleaser my whole entire life. In every friendship I've ever been in every relationship I've ever been in, I have just always wanted to prove my worth and prove how great of a person I am and how great of a woman I am. And honestly, I don't need to do that. Why? Because now that I'm very strong in my walk of God and my very like head over heels in love with God and Jesus Christ, like what I've realized is that I have nobody but to impress but him. And he's going to love me no matter what because Jesus died on the cross for all of our sins. Jesus knew I was going to do all this dumb shit, you know? Like, so I went through a 13-week program at my church called Freedom Group. And honestly, it was the most refreshing thing I've ever experienced because I was in a group of like 7 women that I've never met before, shapes, sizes, ethnicities, ages, doesn't matter. Like we were all so different, but so the same at the same time. It was very a different experience for me, just being vulnerable and pouring my whole heart and soul out into people. Like that was different for me. And these people were just not judgmental, and we did a deep dive. We went through scriptures. We went through a whole entire program. Each week was something different: healing, rejection, purity, just different types of things that you might be hiding that you want to be set free from. So my biggest things for me was rejection. We all know I don't do well with rejection. Also, like living within my identity of what I do for a living and feeling like I have to live up to this expectation. So because I do fitness content, right, I live in that identity. I eat, sleep, and breathe fitness, which isn't bad. Like, but also too, it is bad because I didn't know who Lindsay was. Who am I if I just remove fitness? And it was a weird identity crisis that I was going through. And I think that sometimes healing needs to be done behind closed doors, but equally it needs to be out in the open, because my biggest thing is one day I want to just be able to post these things and have my testimony be something that can help somebody else to be like, oh, hey, I'm not alone. You could be 33 and start over. You can have an identity crisis. You could be confused in your walk of God. You can feel lonely in your walk of God. You could be a people pleaser that turns the other cheek and never wants to be a people pleaser ever again. You could start a business that fails and then now try and save the business and then now start another business. Like there's just so many different avenues and possibilities of what I'm becoming and the version of Lindsay that I'm happy that I'm becoming. And I've had a lot of mistakes, especially in the last year living here in Florida. Like I've made friends, I've lost friends. I've realized that I can't people please. I can't try so hard for people to like me. I need to like me. God loves me. Like, who cares if nobody else likes me? You know, I have always struggled with trying to make myself small so everybody else can feel better about themselves all the time. Like I'm scared to be too loud sometimes. I'm scared to be too opinionated sometimes because I'm afraid of what I'm going to do to other people or of how people are going to perceive me. And it's made me conform into this box, or it's made me not want to be vulnerable. Or then when I am vulnerable, people, like I've had people in the last couple of weeks take my vulnerability and use it against me and totally make me feel awful about it. And I just realized that life is too short and I don't need to go through all these different things, right? So that's pretty much what I've been going through. That's pretty much my life update. Other than that, life is good, even though I feel lonely here in Florida. And that's fine. These things happen, and I'm glad that I've been able to meet new friends in my church, and I'm happy that I'm in the space that I'm in, because it's just putting me with me. Honestly, and it's exactly what I needed. I needed to be with myself. I needed to learn how to like myself. I needed to learn how to sit in the silence. I needed to learn how to look in the mirror. No point intended. Like I needed to literally look in the mirror and give myself a reality check and say like, maybe it's not that I'm too much for people. Maybe it's that too much is never a bad thing. And that you have to realize sometimes that if you're not being talked about, if people just don't like you for a reason, there is a reason for that. And in the most respectful way possible, not everybody is going to love you. And that's totally fine. When you're destined for bigger and greater things, like that's going to come with a lot of things that people are going to say. And it's not your job to care. It's not your job to correct them. It's not your job to make them think differently of you. What is your job is to keep being a good person. And God knows your heart. You know your heart. And as long as your intentions are pure, that's all that really matters. So what people say about you, what they think about you is so far out of your control. And you just can't be a people pleaser anymore. And I've realized that you cannot allow others to steal your joy and to overthink. You just can't. It'll ruin everything. You will harp and dwell on the little situations. And it's not easy. I'm not saying like, yeah, I'm healed. Everything is great. Like I literally struggled with this morning. Okay. Like it's a work in progress. But you know what? If I don't start like filming and being honest and being vulnerable, then what am I actually doing? You know, the number one thing that God talks about, well, in the Bible, is serving others. And I think that I was put onto this earth because I am capable of great things. I am going to do great things. And I've already done great things in my life. So it's really
it's just really my testimony of this could save somebody else. Why? Because I never thought I was going to be here. I'm frantically looking for other people like, who can I relate to? And I'm like, oh wait, there is nobody. So here I am. I'm going to be the relatable one. And I want to serve people. Like, I want to be able to do good things. I want people to enjoy listening to me and the things that I have to say. So that's that. That's my little tip of the day. So like I said, we are going to start packing. I need to grab my suitcase. I'm praying that all this stuff fits in the suitcase because I'm an overpacker. I'm going down to Miami. I'll be working check-ins on Friday, and then Saturday morning I'll be working for a little bit, and then I fly out to Vegas for the enhanced games. And then Saturday night we have a welcome party, red carpet, a whole little shebang. And then Sunday is the actual games. So that'll be great. And then we have a concert to go to, a closeout concert. And then we have a nightclub. And then Monday I come home for Memorial Day. So let's get to it. Okay. Oh, I fear I might not be able to fit everything in here, but it's fine. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be okay. Super excited to be going down to Miami first. My friend Gio runs the Miami Pro, so it'll be a good show. George Brown is competing, so that'll be fun. Then he's going to come back up here this way with me to Orlando, because then there's another bodybuilding show the following week. So there's that. So far, let's see. I have all my outfits already laid out because I am literally the worst when it comes to packing. Ow, my knees, man, my knees. I need to make sure I have everything. So I have a pair of workout sneakers, check. Dress sneakers, double check. And then I have my airport sneakers downstairs because, Lindsay, it's only a weekend. Like, you'll be okay. Pair of flip-flops when I go down to the pool. Am I doing black and gold for everything this weekend? I guess so. So the vibes that I'm going for. Let's see, in Miami, we have to have pre-judging all day. So I'll work out in the morning and then wear an outfit for check-ins. And then Friday night, I might grab dinner with one of my girlfriends. Yeah, I'm just thinking that this might not be. Why stress when I could just put everything in one big suitcase and check it in? Happy to report, I decided to just go with the large suitcase. Why? Because I'm not paying for anything, so if I just have to pay for my bags, then so be it. Like, I didn't pay for my flight, I didn't pay for anything else. I'm not going to be stressed out all weekend trying to fit everything into one carry-on bag. So, now I am going to go through my carry-on toiletries because I'm bringing all my stuff with me. So, and then I have to go to Target. It's 2:00. I have to be at work. I have to leave for work in 2 hours. So let's get to it. Okay, besties, I'm very happy to report I just went through all my stuff and I don't need to go spend extra money. I have everything. I'm officially packed and ready to go. Vegas, let's get ready to go. Super excited for the enhanced games. And as always, thank you guys for the support and for the love. I do see your comments. I do then get to see you guys DM me on Instagram as well. And I'm just really grateful to be supported. It might not be much to people, but when you put 1,700 and whatever number it is, people in a room, that's a lot of people. So, and my goal is not to be famous, but my goal is to be able to make an impact on people. And I really do hope that the woman that I am becoming is a story for the next woman or the next person. I'm not sexist, these things happen to everybody. So peace out. Love you guys. And I'll see you in the next one.